Your father-in-law was the CFO of Wendy's in the 80s, so you're mega plugged in. Buddy, just say what you mean. You're rich. You open your freezer, there's just burger after burger after burger. You want Wendy to come over dressed up in the fursuit, and then and she's there for any reason, anytime, delivering you burgers and fries. You could just say you have an endowment. That's okay. You could say that. No wonder why you made a card store. You can do whatever you want, man. You got the Wendy's pipeline. Money for nothing and burgers for free. Michael Benson. Wait. So Benson's father-in-law is the CEO of Wendy's. That means you married Wendy?
Your Majesty.
Wait, do you know the actual Wendy? Do you really? Wait, I'm serious.
Hop in the Discord. What's that? Need advice on how to propose? Do you want to talk to someone who definitely knows? Hop in the Discord.
You know Wendy? Can you DM me some proof? I won't share it. Not that I don't believe you, but I don't believe it. I don't believe we found a descendant of Wendy in the community. And he's been here for a long time. Advice for free. Okay. Maybe Benson can give you advice since he married into a Fortune 500 company. Mikhail Benson, long-standing community member. What's going on?
Hey, Dan, how are you?
I'm excellent. How are you? Wait, are you eating a burger right now?
No, I'm not eating a burger.
So you're related to Wendy's royalty. Can you explain the connection?
Yeah. So it's way back, but I'm trying to get around this from like a doxa perspective here.
I mean, if you're there can only be like how many people are at the tippy top of Wendy's, you know?
Yeah. So my father-in-law and my mother-in-law have like a pretty significant age gap, and he met her while she was working as a Wendy at an event at a Wendy's in like the 80s.
She was like wait. So your father-in-law married a Wendy.
Yeah, a Wendy. So I know a Wendy.
But is there any bloodline from that Wendy to the Wendy?
No. So Dan Thomas, the guy who actually started Wendy, worked with my father-in-law.
Okay. Did he ever meet the real Wendy?
You know what? That's a good question. I don't know. I can ask him.
Wait, do you think Dave Thomas felt it was weird that he hit on someone that looked like his daughter that wasn't his daughter?
I don't know that, no judgment here.
No.
I don't.
Wait, have you seen a picture of your mother-in-law as Wendy?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Why do you say it? Why do you say it like that?
No, because I didn't believe it when I heard it. I was like, that's crazy. That's not real, right? And then they produced, a photo, and I was like, oh, okay. Well.
Wait, so let me ask this. So your wife's mom, is a Wendy.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. My wife's mom, was a Wendy.
Okay.
I guess forever a Wendy, right?
So was your wife like growing up, like for her school lunches, did she bring Wendy's to school?
Oh yeah, all the time. So like my wife is like the hugest Wendy's person, and it was so weird, Dan. So I'll tell you a story. Do you want to know how I found out that she was connected to Wendy's?
I mean, that's a huge story.
Yeah. So we're on like our second date, right? And so we're in the car, and she goes, we're driving around. I can't remember what we had just done, but we went out somewhere, and we pull up to a Wendy's, and it was a notoriously like bad Wendy's. Okay,
not Wendy's, not Wendy's the overall franchise. That particular single
that
store.
That particular Wendy's was.
I don't want you to ruffle your in-laws' feathers right now.
No. And that Wendy's actually no longer exists. But so we pull up and we're in the drive-through, and I order whatever I'm gonna order. It was not It was a normal order, by the way. It was not like
Like
an
what?
egg roll and double fried rice. It wasn't like that. Right?
Okay.
So,
okay.
so I got like a combo or whatever, and my wife.
Wait, on the
says
second date? On the second date?
Yeah, this is
my
this is second
man.
date, right? Yeah. So I she orders a baked potato. So she wants a baked potato because Wendy's has baked potatoes.
Yeah,
right?
that's what separates them from the rest of everyone.
Exactly, right?
Okay.
So she orders a baked potato, and the lady, you know, and the thing says, "Oh, I'm so sorry, we're out of baked potatoes." Right? We're in the drive-through, and my wife goes, "You're out of baked potatoes?" And the lady says, "Yeah, we're out of baked potatoes." Okay, so then my wife, who was not my wife at the time, right, says, "Oh no," right? Like she goes, "Okay, I want nothing." Right? And I'm like, what is going on? Right?
Like
This
high
is
maintenance,
really
red flag.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right?
Ooh.
And so we pull up. You know, we're in like the drive-through line, and she gets on her phone, and she just doesn't tell me who she's calling, and she calls and she says, "Hey, Wendy's, blah blah blah," and she reads like the number that was on the drive-through window. You know, it says like Wendy's.
Like the store number.
12764. Yeah. So she reads the number and says, "Hey, Wendy's 1742 is out of baked potatoes."
Wait, at this point, are you like, okay, this relationship's
like-
ending now?
100%. And I'm just like, what is happening, right? Like, you know, this is just no big deal, right? And she goes, "Yeah, and I can only hear her side of the conversation, right? And then she just hangs up. And I'm like, okay. And I go, "What was that?" And she goes, "I'll tell you later." Right? All right. So then we get our food. And so we're, you know, it's my food. So I'm trying to share with her and she won't eat anything. And I'm like, this is so strange. Right?
Yeah,
Just so
I mean,
weird.
like, is she like sulking, pouting, or like angry?
No, she's angry. She's like mad. Right? And okay. So then I finally, she says, "Well, here's the thing. Wendy's never runs out of baked potatoes, ever, right?"
How does she know? Where are you like, how do you know?
Exactly. Like, I have no, you realize I have no knowledge. I have no understanding of what's going on, right? I'm just so confused. And she says, "No, they never run out of baked potatoes." And I said, "Well, yeah, maybe they, you know, maybe there's a potato store." That's what I'm thinking, right? I'm trying to apologize for these Wendy's people that I don't even know, right? So, but it turns out it is like the #1 indicator of somebody is like stealing, apparently. That's like a big thing because it means they're taking produce and selling it, right? And I'm just like, what? How do you know that, right? And she says, "Oh, well, blah 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 blah," and tells me the whole Wendy's.
Well, hold on, but what is the blah 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 blah?
Oh, so the blah 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 is, she says, "Well, yeah, my dad was connected to Wendy's. Like, she knows Dave Thomas. He was friends with her. My mom was," and then the whole story comes out, right? But I had no idea.
So
And then of course I'm like, okay, well. And the weird part is I'm telling you the truth, Dan. Like, she made that phone call, and then a year later that Wendy's was gone. It did not exist.
note to self: don't mess with your. I mean,
Yeah.
like, that's some serious stuff. Like,
Oh yeah, it was no joke. Yeah, it was serious. But apparently she's not, you know, he's not really like as involved with them as he once. I mean, this was a long time. It was 40 years ago, right? But yeah, don't run out of, if you work at a Wendy's, don't run out of potatoes.
let me ask you this: over the years, how long have you been married?
10 years now.
So over the 10 years in your dating, like, what kind of like Wendy's benefits have you been? My wife just gave me the weirdest. Like, what kind of Wendy's benefits have you been able to derive since you're?
I've never received a Wendy's benefit
Well, I mean,
in my life.
I mean,
Never once.
My
I've
man.
never received anything from Wendy's. So, but I have, the only thing I can say is in his garage, he does have, you know, do you remember way back when Wendy's had like the snack bars?
Yeah.
Remember they used to have like the
salad bar. Yeah.
Yeah. So they used to have a different kind of table back in the day, right? And they were like specific tables. They had newspaper clippings on them.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he has one of those tables in his garage.
Yo.
Right.
Wait,
from
but
the first Wendy's that he opened.
But you have no
yeah.
Wendy's t-shirt, polo shirt, hat, backpack.
No, I have nothing. Yeah, I have nothing. I never got a thing. Yeah,
What about your wife? Does she have any like remnants?
I don't think so. No, I'm sure. You know what? I've never asked. I've never went digging for Wendy's kickbacks, but I mean, I could ask. I could see what they got laying around.
Does your mother-in-law have red hair?
No, that's the weird part. I was like, well, but she had like a, I don't know, man. You know how when you go back and you see costumes from like the 80s?
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh God, what are they wearing? You know, you see your Gumby costume and it's like a piece of plastic on your face. And
yeah.
That was the photo that I saw. It was just like, wow, that's a
wait. So
have you a great Wendy's costume, right?
Have you ever asked your father-in-law how, like, it went from hey, I'm at a corporate event and there's a Wendy's there to like dating her?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Why didn't you ask him that?
I mean, I don't know, Dan. I like being married. And I like having.
Ask your father-in-law how they met? I mean, that's not.
No, I mean, I asked him how they met, but I didn't ask like, you know, how hey, so you were at this event and then you know, you just decided to
roll up on the
like,
Wendy's.
Yeah, you know, like I didn't dig into, but what I will say, and you know, not trying to gain points here, but my mother-in-law is fantastic, and so
I mean,
you know, she's great. She's super nice.
You said she's like close to your age.
No, she's not. She's not.
You said she's really
closer to my age than my father-in-law is. He's an older dude. He was in like Vietnam.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, like he's an older guy. Yeah.
So have you ever like at your wedding like you didn't have Wendy's, like nothing?
No. Dan. What were we gonna have? Like, you know, spicy chicken nugget buffet? I don't know.
I mean, it
would have kind of, you know what? Thinking back, maybe I made a mistake.
If my father-in-law was related to Ronald McDonald, you better believe there's a fry table at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's what and this is, maybe we'll leave this for another conversation because I'm sure we'll talk about other fast foods at other points. But he was involved in other fast food places.
Have you ever been to Wendy's with your father-in-law?
Yeah, absolutely. And he is super judgy, Dan. Like, it's to the point of where I don't like to go. Like, I don't like to go to Wendy's with my family.
Forget the judgy. Does he break out like the ginger red-haired corporate card or like? Oh
man, that would be cool. No, he always, you know, he doesn't mention anything. He just, you know, he just buys it. It's all good. But then afterwards, he's like, you know, oh, I thought. But when they're good, he's like, it was great. They did a great job. They're really working hard.
Where's all this golden parachute like French fry stuff, man? Like he was in the E Suite, and he's not getting free burgers or nothing.
I don't think so. No, I mean, I don't think they give you like a lifelong Wendy's credit card that just swipes. You know, I don't think that's how it works, but. I mean, maybe it does, and I just don't know about it.
Mikhail Benson, I mean, have you ever asked, like, hey, can we go get some free burgers?
No. Absolutely not. No. I have never asked him for free Wendy's. No, I have not. But
like, not even like a free voucher? You haven't even said you got any of those vouchers laying around.
No, I don't have a. All right. I don't think he has any vouchers. You know, I think that time has passed. I'm sure if I'd have met him when I was like 7 years old, he could have given me a voucher like back then. But I think that we're long past that point.
All right. Well, Mikhail, thanks for coming on. But while we got you on, tell us to the North Carolinians listening. Can you tell us your place of patronage that you created 6 months ago?
Oh. Well, yeah, you don't have to plug me, Dan, but I mean, okay, so yeah, I did open a game store. I do appreciate you
funded by Wendy's Burgers.
Absolutely, not a thing, and nothing came from Wendy's.
You didn't even go to your father-in-law and be like, hey, look, I know you got those Wendy's bucks. I'll cut you. No,
absolutely not. This is all me, Dan. It's all on the Benson. It would be much nicer. If But yeah, so we opened To the Table Board Game Cafe, and it's TOTHETABLE.
Okay.
And it's in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we just have, you know, we have board games and coffee, and people come in and play cards, and we handmade all the big claim to fame that we have is we handmade all the tables. We used like local wood and made them, so they're all a little wonky, but you know, it's not It's not a white plastic card table stinky.
That's cool. What's your go if someone goes there? It's called To the Table, and where in North Carolina is it?
It's actually in Matthews, North Carolina, but it's on the southern end of Charlotte.
Okay, if someone were to go there and they want to order your best drink or food product, what's your like most popular?
Oh no, Dan, you're way overselling the food that I.
Well, you said cafe.
Yeah, I mean we have coffee, but it's like drip coffee. You know, like I do local coffee from like a very good roaster, but we're not saucing up the macaroni here.
No, but like what's the good coffee that you got?
Yeah, I've coffee from a local roaster named Enderley Coffee.
Okay.
It's very, very good stuff.
So when people come into your place of business, how do you make money if people like this? Because this is from my understanding, people go there, play your games for free.
Sure. Yep.
And they drink coffee. And unless you're Starbucks, you're probably charging like whatever, $5 to $6 a coffee, maybe somewhere around that range. Less than that?
Yeah. Oh, way less. So actually, yeah, we charge a table fee. So if you come in, let's say you have like a family, right? And you come in, and one of the things we really didn't want to do was like price people out of the location, right?
Yeah.
So they come in and they have a family of 4. It's $5, not per person or per hour, $5, and they can play anything off the wall. And they can just play the games, but we sell games there too. So a lot of it is, they come in and they try something and they say, oh, we really like this, and they play it. We have a lot of tables, so it's
So how do you make money?
I mean, I sell them board games and sell them snacks while they're there.
Got it. So
yeah.
So like board games, and then you also sell some trading cards. What's the highest margin thing that you sell?
I mean, snacks. Snacks are obviously like super high margin, but we buy and the table fee, right? Obviously, if somebody sits down at a table, we that $5 is we already paid that.
Yeah.
When we bought the tables, but I mean, really, the margin comes from a lot of the snacks. So like we have tons of drinks and coffee and like prepackaged snacks, like you buy a Pop-Tart, and then get a coffee or something like that, and then we buy and sell cards too. So a huge I'd probably say 65% of our business is Magic
Really?
or Kana and stuff. But yeah, it's going well. I thought that it would be very online based. I thought all I would do is sell cards online.
Yeah.
And I would see nobody in the store. But no, it's the opposite. It's like I sell a lot of stuff online, but it's huge amounts of people coming in the store. I had 20. So we had like a Magic night. They play Commander, which is like the big Magic format now. We had 27 people in the store last night for Commander.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's really cool. Like people love it. So.
What can you say the name of your company again?
Sure. Yeah, it's To the Table. So TOTHETABLE.game. Yeah, Zachariah just posted the link in the chat.
So how long have you been open?
We've been open since June, middle of June.
Oh, so. This past June, or it's been a year?
No, just this past June.
Oh, so you're fresh. So like,
yeah, super fresh.
If things continue as they are now, can you stay open and stuff?
Oh yeah, Dan. Like if I was to show you like numbers, you would just be like, "Holy moly, what is going on?" Right? It's been it's weird too, because a lot of the business model that we built was and just a little peek behind the curtain here, but a lot of the business model was built around selling beer, right? So selling beer and wine in the place, and that is a huge undertaking that has taken twice as long as I thought.
Do you have a liquor license?
So that's coming. So that's the problem. So I don't have a liquor license, but I have a beer and wine license. It's like 95% of the way done, but it is a hassle here.
Are you going to get a tap? Wait, is it going to be Benson's Tavern?
Yeah, it will literally be Benson's Tavern. Yeah. So
wait, so then will you get like taps and really?
Yeah. We'll redo the front counter and build taps into it. But again,
and then songs through the roof. Because like beer costs like $1 and you sell it for 12, right?
No, it's I don't make any money on this, Dan.
You don't make any money on beer?
I'm kidding. No, yeah, you do make quite a bit on beer. So originally the funny thing is the model actually had like 40% of the revenue coming from beer and wine, and we haven't had beer and wine because it's taken so long. But we're way ahead of where I ever thought we would be because it's been so busy in the shop, right? It's been just so people like to come in, right? They like to come in and play games, and it's really cool. Like I couldn't have. It's really cool when you open a place that you're like, oh, I think I would like to play games here. I hope people come in, and they absolutely have. So.
That's awesome. I mean, like, you didn't ask for my opinion, but I feel like the only reason for stores now, like, you know, because Amazon is like, there has to be a reason to go, whether it's like events, community, something, you know, and it sounds like you've created a reason for people to go hang out and share a common interest and you know, serve them some pogs, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can go anywhere and watch somebody die to bail, right? But we choose to be here. So
good save. Good save. Mikhail Benson. Thanks for coming on, man.
All right. Thank you so much, Dan. I'll talk to you later.
All right. See you.
Everybody, bye.
Chat, if you're in North Carolina. Mikhail Benson said, you get one free single on me. If you go to the store and say you came from the stream, he'll give you one free pack of magic on the house. Up to the first 5 people to claim it. Five packs. What do you mean, wow, ruined? That's wild, though, that his mother-in-law's is a Wendy.
What's that, son? How did I know your mother was the one? Well, on our third date, we were at a McDonald's and the ice cream machine was out of service. So she pulled out her phone and called in an airstrike on the restaurant. Turns out her dad was a brigadier general in the Air Force. I can still hear the screams.
What? Wait, I didn't ask Mikhail Benson if he's full-time shop now. Shop is closed on Fridays until 6, according to Google. That means it must get hype Friday nights in there. Absolutely not. The call was on the company dime. Wait, is Fridays lit in there or what, man? Are you gonna get a neon sign that says Benson's Tavern? How did Benson's? I know Benson Tavern is a meme around here, but why? What game were we playing when we were saying we went to Benson's Tavern? There's a singles tab. Wait, you have dating nights in your shop? Alt F4 Jump King, the long ramp in Jump King. I don't know. Benson's Tavern. Is that like McGowan Parker's Jump? I took her to Benson's Tavern on our first date and he called me 15 minutes after. Bindelman's Jump. Chat, where's Bindelman been? Chat, where's Ben? We have not heard the name Bindelman uttered in the halls of this channel in 2 years. You play games with Bindle? Where that in real life? You met him in an IRL LAN party? Where the heck is he? You can't dox, but you have a girlfriend? What, his girlfriend doesn't let him watch Twitch or what? Can we rent some tables at the shop to have our own LAN party? My last question for Mikhail Benson, what kind of air purifiers do you have in there? He's got to have some, man. There's no way he doesn't.
Potato check. Any potatoes? Got any spuds? Spud me? Any potatoes? No? Oh buddy. You're so done. 4. Nobody steals my potatoes and lives to tell the tale. Ran out of potatoes? No. You ran out of luck. Underscore?
Chad, these CTSs, look, something's been wrong with them lately. Fruit bad. Thank you for the support, but I don't understand. You put deodorizers in the HVAC filters. We get tons of comments on how good it smells. Does it suck the smell out? Did you make that a point, or did the building come smell free? You actually pull dudes aside? We have a whole toiletry shelf. What do you mean you pull dudes aside? What do you mean you pull dudes aside? In your store? What do you say? What do you tell them? You pull dudes aside? It sounds like you have like a refined... You pull people saying... You tell them deodorant time or time to go home? No way. Can't you get sued for that? I mean, absolutely not. I mean, I've seen no shirts, no shoes, no service. But I've been in plenty of trading card shops in my day. None of them say no deodorant, no service. Wait, what's your policy? It's against, no, seriously, like how do you protect yourself? I'm not BM about it, I'm just nice. Well, how do you nicely tell someone that they need deodorant? No, I'm serious. That's got to be a very like touchy subject. You just tell them, hey, did you come from work? Our spot is really enclosed and you've got a stew going. Is that literally what you tell people? I've never heard of you got a stew. That doesn't sound very nice. Like, what are people's reaction to that?
Oh, sorry, Dan. That's completely my fault. Let me put it in a way you might understand. Meow 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 meow.
You okay? 5-10 cents you open. Everyone says thanks for telling me. I appreciate it. And then, how do they leave? Like, it doesn't solve the. How does the situation get rectified after you tell them that they don't smell very good? Also, you should be hired as a consultant for every convention from here to. They go to the bathroom and put on some deodorant. Do you sell them deodorant? Giga Chad. Do you sell the deodorant? Do you sell them deodorant? Communal deodorant stick. This is another streamer's chat conversation, not here.
Hey Trashy. Yeah, you. Who else am I looking directly at? You're disgusting. There's a hose out back. Come back when the flies stop circling you. Don't make me call Wendy's dad.
Wendy's dad. We can win this, man. We have to dial, man. That's just. I give you credit for saying something because that could kill your business, man, or at least change what the clientele you're going after. Do you have any signs up? Do you have any signs up? What does sign say that would not get you put on the Channel 7 news? No shirt, no shoes, no deodorant, no service. And I don't have signs. I just deal with it right away. And treat them like a human being. That's wild, man.
On sale again.
I got to be honest. So the local card shop that I used to go to, I don't go to anymore because it like hits you in the face the second you open the door. Like it, and there can be no one in the store. It just lingers. So I'm just like, I can't. I know. Which store? I'm not gonna say which store. Do you think it's the reason why we have 40% women in the shop? Don't say that. Don't say that around Twitch, man. You're gonna have a line wrapped around.
There's girls that play board games and Magic and trading cards. I have to get there immediately.
Actually, it might not be a bad idea. Boomer take. Boomer take, but it's truing. Chad, look, no judgment. The second Mikhail Benson said 40% of his customers are women, how many of you thought, oh, I'll go there, take a look? What's up, Murphy? Murphy, don't you live in North Carolina? You should go to Mikhail Benson's. You've seen the average tabletop player? What does that mean? Rifle shoot. I've seen the average tabletop player. Chat dot space dot space dot. What does that mean? I'd hop on a plane to NC to see some cuties. At the last pre-release, you're the only girl there, like 30 or so guys. Not at Mikhail Benson's. There would have been at least 11 girls there. It means those women aren't finding much dating material. What does that mean? Chat, what's the meta going around? I just saw like one post on Reddit that like people are going into their YouTube and seeing how many female viewers they have. What is the meta behind that? And like Northern Lions at like none. All my girlfriends have been cuties from the tabletop store. You give them a little. I'm not reading that. Chat, where's D Castle at, man?
'Cause Lennon's on sale again.
A little wine and boom. I guess it is Unhinged Friday, man. Like I said, average tabletop player. What's the average tabletop player? 40 and single? Is that true? Mikhail Benson, I don't think Mikhail Benson has the average, though. Based on what he said. Single dude with disposable income. 10% chance he showered in 48 hours. Why, if you agree? Really? I feel like tabletop is in its own genre. I met my wife, no joke, because you skipped Friday Night Magic one night. Wait, how did you meet her? What did you do instead of play Magic? Your clientele is very different. Couples, families. You're the Dan stream of tabletop games. Took up an invite to go to the bar with some friends. Do you remember what pre-release you missed for it? Was it worth it? Murph, yeah, you met your wife at GameStop, Murph? How? She definitely approached you. She was a customer and bought Terraria, knew you had to shoot your shot.
Hop in the Discord. What's that? Need advice on how to propose? Do you want to talk to
Do people want to be asked out when they buy video games? We're about to find out. Oh, you're not on Discord. I forgot. Never mind. He's not on Discord, chat.